card obviously gets its name from this fantastic flipping or swinging motion. Okay, so the card we're actually going to make is a Christmas reindeer card, and I made many of these for my co-workers, family, and friends. So, to make this card, what do you need? Well, first you need a piece of red paper. It is going to be 5.5 by 8.5 inches wide. You need a piece of white paper, which I have stamped my reindeer on. It is 3.25 by 4.75 wide. You need a piece of white paper, which is where you'll scribble your holiday sentiments and well wishes. It is 2.5 by 4.5 inches wide. This little header or banner piece here, it is 1 inch by 4.5 inches wide. My little green circle here and my little cream circle here that is stamped with joy. The joy circle is 1.5 in diameter and the green circle is 1.75 in diameter. So how do we actually make the mechanics of this card? Where do we get this flipping motion from? Well, I've drawn out on a piece of paper here all the dimensions that you need. So from this edge you need to mark 1 inch down, and from this edge you need to mark 1.75. Use your ruler, mark 1.75, and also mark 3.5. From this edge do the same thing, 1 inch down, mark 1.75 and mark 3.5. Now do the same thing down here, 1.75, 3.5. From this edge here, mark 1.75 and mark 3.5. Take your knife and ruler. From the marks that you would have made, you need to cut a line down here and a line down here. And you can obviously, I already marked it out with white here. Anywhere you see this white line is where you need to cut. So same thing, you cut here and here and here and here. And what this is going to give you is this lovely little flap that is where your card is going to rest and do that flipping motion. But how do I get this flipping motion? So what you need to do is take your ruler and score a line. Now here, this is why you have to mark that 3.5. From, I'm just going to use my mat, from 3.5 on both sides, and you score a line from here to the edge of where my cut is. And from here down to here. And do the same motion, and flip the card over, and do the same motion over here. 3.5 in, I am going to score a line from the top to the edge of where the cut is, and from the cut to here. And what that will give me is a lovely valley fold, which will be nice and straight, and a lovely mountain fold, which will be nice and straight, because you obviously don't want this to be skewed. You want a nice straight line. So that is how the mechanics of this card works. It's very straightforward. This card is very forgiving. The only time you have to be very precise is when you're actually making this score line. So now that you now know how to actually cut this card, it's time for the fun part. Decorating time. Alright, so what did I make this card from? I mainly used the reindeer from this Inkadoo set, the holly and the snowflake. I've also used joy from the Rubber Stampede Christmas Sentiment set. I've decorated up this reindeer in different ways. I can't make over 30 cards with the exact same design. I need to be creative. So for the white ones, what I've done is I've stamped it with black ink, traced it with some black marker just to give it more weight, because you really want this reindeer to pop. I've colored it with pencil crayons, different shades, red and green or green and blue. I have decorated them up with stickles to give them some glitter, because who doesn't like glitter with their Christmas? Some red in the antlers and some white or clear, or crystal is what they call it, in the body. So I've done that for the reindeer. Just to be creative also, I've done a black version where I've stamped using the white ink on here. I've also again traced the body with the white gel pen just to make it pop. You really want everything to pop because this is the focal point of your card. Again, stamped it with joy, and I've used some metallic gel pens to fill in the body. And of course, a little bit of stickles to make this glittery. So now let's actually put our card together. So to save time, I've already cut, I've already stamped, and I've already applied the white in the back. So we're going to apply our reindeer. I've chosen a black piece of cardstock with the white deer on it. I think they look spectacular. So I'm just going to rip off all the little tabs. Okay. And make sure I apply my reindeer right side up. So I'm going to apply my reindeer right in the center. There we go. So now he's down. And now the other side. This is the header part. I've already applied some double-sided tabs to here. I'm going to apply it to the top. Try to make it as even as possible. There we go. I've got my joy, which again I have applied some double-sided tape to. And I'm going to apply it right in the middle here. Just kind of center it. There we go. So now our flip card is complete. I do want to point out something that you should notice when you make your card. Whatever design you have, please realize that this flap is going to cover this little bit. So I've stamped the word joy here, but be aware that when you have your card flat like this, it will hide the word joy. Although when your recipient opens their card, they'll probably lay it open like this and they will see joy. But just be aware, when it's closed, you will be hiding the word joy. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you all take a stab at this card and make fabulous cards. I hope you learned something new today, and hope to talk to you soon.